Mormonism
by Hannah,
Marianne, Brianna,
Miranda,
and Anastasia.
In the 1830s, a farm boy from western New York named Joseph Smith began the religious movement of Mormonism, the tradition that belongs to the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. This religious tradition sparked during a competitive time as Christian groups were trying to revive their churches and communities with new members. Before the founding of Mormonism, Smith was trying to figure out his religious affiliation until he was visited by an angel named Moroni. Moroni told him about plates of gold buried in a nearby hillside, and 4 years later Smith had excavated them, translated them into English, thus creating the Book of Mormon. The publishing of this book officially started the movement of Mormonism.
In September 1823, as he again opened his heart to God, Joseph was visited by a heavenly messenger.
Joseph.
This newly founded church was millennialist, believing in the second coming of Christ, and also practiced polygamy. While establishing Zion, the Mormons began to migrate west, and the western settlers did not approve of the Mormon lifestyle and had Smith arrested for treason and conspiracy. Smith is then murdered by a mob that broke into the jail that he was being held. After Smith's death, the church began to divide, and Smith's successor, Brigham Young, began to bring them back together, and after becoming the president, he led his people from Illinois to Utah to escape religious discrimination and settle for religious protection, freedom, and peace.
The Mormons settled in Utah, and their group was led by Brigham Young, who was a religious leader, politician, and colonizer who had founded Salt Lake City and led his fellow church members to a permanent home. Utah is now home to more than 2 million Mormons, or about 1/3 of the total number of Mormons in the United States.
The trail they took extended from Illinois to Utah. The Mormon Trail is a 1,300-mile-long route that members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints traveled for 3 months. Today, the Mormon Trail is a part of the United States National Trail System, known as the Pioneer National Historic Trail. A small community of Mormons have established a unique home for themselves, living in modern homes carved into the side of a massive sandstone rock in the desert south of Moab, Utah. Rockland Ranch, and formerly called The Rock, was founded about 35 years ago by Robert Dean Foster, who set out to create a safe, remote space for a Mormon community. Wide-ranging houses were built by everyone working together using dynamite to create very large, cave-like holes into the sandstone cliff. The homes were then finished into relatively very nice modern homes, complete with running water, electricity, internet access, and so much more.
Mormons celebrate both Christmas and Easter. For Christmas, they celebrate this special time with friends and family. For Easter, they celebrate by holding a huge pageant in Mesa, Arizona, and having Easter dinner with family and friends, and holding other special activities like coloring egg hunts, and Easter baskets. Pioneer Day is celebrated by Mormons on July 24th. It's on the anniversary of the day when the first Mormon pioneers entered the Great Salt Lake Valley. Mormons celebrate Pioneer Day by holding pageants, parades, concerts, reenactments of the Trek West. Some practices Mormons participate in are they are told to stay absent from alcohol, tobacco, coffee, and tea. Mormons practice having eternal marriages, and Mormons also have baptisms for their dead. More practices that Mormons participate in include Mormons are advised not to get tattoos, and they have a limit on body piercings to a single pair of plain earrings for women. They also follow a general dress code, which they should be dressed modest, neat, and clean.
For Latter-day Saints, commitment to their education both as a principle and as a practice is evident in their beliefs, teaching, and everyday activities. Education is crucial for moral and practical reasons that range from the support and upbringing of their families to participating in broader society. It is rumored that all Mormon children are homeschooled, but that in fact is false. Latter-day Saints follow educational norms like attending private, public, and boarding schools. 61% of Mormons have at least some college education, 18% graduate from college. After that, only 10% go on to receive postgraduate education. When children leave for Latter-day Saint missionaries, they spend 3 to 9 weeks in training at MTC, but then depart for one of the church's missions. MTC life is daily practicing, teaching situations, intense gospel classroom instruction from former missionary teachers, weekly devotional addresses from church leaders, and weekly service opportunities. A typical day at missionary training centers involves waking up at 6:30 a.m. for personal study, then spent by following up on appointments, visiting homes, and meeting people in public places, ending their day at 10:30 p.m. They may communicate with family on their weekly preparation via text, phone calls, letters, and emails, but the most popular way is by letters and emails.
The Mormons had previously practiced polygamy. This caused many different groups to judge them. Another problem was Mormons attempting to run for government positions. They were unable to do so because of the beliefs in their religion. People tended to judge as soon as they discovered you were a Mormon. Utah was also unable to become a state until 1896 due to issues in the Mormon groups. There were also a number of wars fought between the Mormons and other groups in America. One of the most known was the Missouri Mormon War in 1838. This war was between Mormons and non-Mormons within Missouri. They also had a number of conflicts due to land. This tended to be between settlers, Native Americans, and Mormons. Mormons had also began to be executed and pushed away from the states due to their beliefs. The Mormon religion was founded in 1830. The group caused many issues within America and their own religion. They have had a number of different practices, including no alcohol and smoking, along with a dress code. They also have a number of celebrations within their religion. One of these major celebrations being Pioneer Day that occurs on July 24th. Mormons were treated very badly when they were first coming to America. They had not gotten along with the Native Americans, and they also did not treat the African Americans very well by not letting them into their religion due to their skin color. Mormons had also been treated badly by people of government